40 years ago, Jane and I hit the road to discover America's food highways. Over 100,000 meals later, we're still finding delicious food, adventure, natural beauty, and interesting people. Las Vegas, Palm Springs, and the desert between them are full of surprises, including some great authentic local eats. Let's start in Las Vegas, where, perhaps surprisingly, a fine comfort food square meal can be had in a place called Eat.
So I have people coming here from all over the world to experience my little restaurant, which is unbelievable to me. So I think that when you come and you spend more than 2 or 3 days in Las Vegas, you're looking for some authenticity. The Strip's fantastic, but then you're kind of like, you know what, maybe you miss home, or you just miss walking into a place and feeling like a local. So I think that my food is, I don't mess with it too much. It's authentic, it's approachable food.
Approachable and delicious.
When I made this restaurant, I wanted it to be well-versed for the food critic as well as the construction worker. So I want to be inclusive and not exclusive. I want everybody to feel welcome when you come in here. If you look around, we have a very diverse crowd, and I think that's how the world should be.
Las Vegas isn't only about gambling, drinking, and eating. It's also the great outdoors.
For people that are looking for adventures and get involved in the outdoors, I think the Las Vegas area is great. It made me move down here. Lots to do, especially if you're somewhat outdoorsy oriented. We have the Emerald Cave, which is pretty famous. It's pretty well known. It's on different, just like top traveling sites to visit around the world. The emerald green water, I mean, it's pretty breathtaking once you're in there.
Southeast of Las Vegas on the Nevada-Arizona border, Hoover Dam is an essential place to visit. An amazing feat of engineering built almost a century ago to tame the Colorado River, it remains a jaw-dropping sight, a magnificent fresh air antidote to the high-pressure energy that defines Las Vegas. When you're here, under the bright blue sky and soaring rock formations, it's hard to remember that the buzz and bustle of the city are less than an hour away. A short drive and we're back in the city, where not all meals are glitter and glamour. How about a sandwich? But not a simple sandwich, no. Goodwich does it all with style. Reubens, fluffernutters, crazy double-deckers, gooey melted cheese. They're all a cut above. Las Vegas is a round-the-clock, cosmopolitan place. To taste a very different part of the world, go to the north end of the Strip and find Viva Las Arepas. It's the sort of hidden gem that makes road food such a tasty adventure. Its Venezuelan menu includes crunch-crusted white corn arepas, empanadas, coconut or guava donuts, and some of the finest wood-grilled meats on the planet.
Well, if you come to Las Vegas, you evidently have come a long ways for some kind of excitement. We have customers from all over the world, so it is very diverse. A number of them tell me they just want to see the desert. They fly over it, they would like to go out there and see it. I feel freedom when I go out there. We like to give you really an experience that we would want.
On the road to Palm Springs, appetite demands a stop in Joshua Tree at the Crossroads Cafe. This is a friendly diner with a wide-ranging menu from tacos to burgers to some really great desserts to hearty breakfast served well into the afternoon. Are you looking for a magic destination? Set your sights on Joshua Tree National Park. For camping, hiking, horseback riding, rock climbing, birding, or simply inhaling clean desert air, it's a one-of-a-kind, only in California destination. Now on to Palm Springs, a place to kick back, relax, bask in the sun, and eat very, very well. There's good Mexican food throughout the West and Southwest, but in Palm Springs, we have found the holy grail of genuine family-style food from Guadalajara. Felipe's looks like 1,000 other storefront cantinas. In fact, it's one in a million.
Tenemos aquí en Palm Springs, en el desierto, como 20 años. Tenemos muchos clientes locales. Los vemos 2 o 3 veces por semana. Muchos clientes que vienen 2 o 3 veces el mismo día.
Bueno, las recetas todas son de mi esposa. Básicamente es algo clásico de Guadalajara. O sea que las enchiladas de camarón, pero son terminadas con la salsa chipotle. Recetas de familia. Los tacos La Paz que comieron, es un platillo, pues, que en Guadalajara la verdad que se vende mucho por todos lados. Son camarones y pescado empanizado con harina y cerveza y un poquito de especias. Los postres igual, también pidieron la jericaya y el pastel de elote. Muy pocos lugares tienen esos 2 postres aquí en este valle. También son recetas de familia y muy auténticos de Guadalajara.
We spent a week in Palm Springs and quickly became those people who eat at Felipe's nearly every day. There's always something new to try. And oh, those desserts. Now, Mimmo's over in Palm Desert is a hidden gem that fans have made into a favorite for delicious and very romantic Italian dinner.
This is a family-owned, run business. My whole family, basically. Myself, my wife, Vittoria, we opened this business. It was our dream. You come to our restaurant like you come to our home. I want things to be just like I cook for friends and family. Everything has to be perfect.
When Mimmo says perfect, really that's an understatement. The dishes that come from his kitchen are dazzling to see as well as to eat, like this heirloom tomato salad or bruschetta on house-baked bread.
The tiramisu, I wanted to be a little bit different than the traditional tiramisu, which traditional is made with lady fingers. That they get too soggy, but the next day you gotta throw it away. So mine is made with homemade chocolate sponge cake. This is a word of mouth, primarily in my restaurant.
Word of mouth? Shh. Let's keep this treasure to ourselves. Between meals in Palm Springs, here's a suggestion of how to get away from it all. Far away from it all. Take a ride on the city's legendary aerial tramway. It's a breathtaking trip in a huge, slowly rotating car, the world's largest such car. It rises from the desert to an alpine forest, from blazing hot sun to snowy mountain trails. On a clear day, the view from the top is a good 200 miles. No visit to Southern California is complete without spectacular hamburgers, and for that, Tony's can't be beat.
My name's Jose Cuevas. Antonio Cuevas, he's my dad. We have a lot of country clubs around us that attract other customers in here. The gym as well. Come over here and they have the CrossFit burger.
The CrossFit burger is a work of genius. Beef, bacon, fried egg, avocado, grilled onions, and instead of a bun, leaves of curly lettuce.
You know, a lot of places, they use frozen fries, frozen patties. Buns are always stale. The thing that I like about the way he created it was everything's fresh.
Fresh it may be, and health food too. When we visited, half the customers were bodybuilders from the nearby gym.
I guess that's what stands out from Tony's Burgers from other places. It's all fresh, never frozen.
And always juice-dripping succulent. You can't visit this part of California without stopping at Shields Date Garden, a vintage roadside attraction that harks back to a time when palm trees and dates seemed so exotic, even erotic. There's a store up front with every imaginable date and date product for sale, but the store's main attraction is a date shake. That's a thick milkshake crowded with little date crystals, super sweet and richer than cream. Back here, you'll also find a cafe that serves cutting-edge meals with a Mexican accent, as well as dishes that make the most of dates, like these amazing date pancakes filled with dates, topped with dates, and accompanied by date butter. Yes, Shields is an old-timey sort of place, but this cafe out back serves plates of food that are works of modern art. Palm Springs really is an oasis of good eating.
This episode of Road Food Adventures is sponsored by Avis. Renting the car of your choice with optional Wi-Fi, navigation, and international calling on the Travel Tab Adventurer. More information is at avis.com.